Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm so thankful that you stopped by for a visit today, and I'm very thankful that I am able to be here with you today. It feels great just to sit down and do something normal for me, which is record a video and chat with you guys. So today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday already, so it's actually it should be Whip Wednesday, but since I'm not actively working on a whip, I thought I would share with you a project that I finished up the morning of my hand surgery. I had to be at the hospital at 6 a.m. and I finished this project at like 4 a.m. that morning. Okay. I had a couple of projects on my desk and I just wanted to finish them up so that I would have some things to show while I was recovering. So that's what this is. This was finished the morning of my surgery. And I love how it turned out. But anyway, today I am drinking this tea right here. This is butterscotch blonde. It is so good. I've only taken sips because it was really hot. I'm trying to let it cool down a little bit because I like iced tea. And someone from over, across the pond was surprised that we drink tea with ice because they drink their tea with hot, she said. In the South, we do like our iced tea, more so our sweet iced tea. That means it has sugar in it. Um, so that's just a thing in the South. Now, I know maybe the more northern states in the U.S. May not use ice as much, but in the South, we like our ice in our drinks. So anyway, this is a dessert delight. I guess it's Tazo Butterscotch Blonde. Indulge in rich black tea swirled with notes of smooth butterscotch and creamy vanilla. Let me just tell you, if you like butterscotch candy, this tastes like butterscotch. Sometimes at Sonic, I'll get a butterscotch shake, and it's really good, but this is so good. It's still pretty warm. But yes, it's kind of a butterscotch and vanilla mixed together. It tastes really good. Yeah, I could see just going ahead and making a picture of this tea and drinking it over ice. And I do believe this did come from Amazon. It was sent to me and as a Happy Meal, but it is so good. I really like that. And that's me opening the box with one hand. So if I'd used two hands, I'd opened it neater so it would have closed and all, but gotta do what you gotta do when you only got this. And this is not my good hand. You would think, because on this hand I only had the thumb and the pinky, and on this hand I have three fingers. So, I mean, I don't have the pinky anymore. I did a week ago. Well, actually, my surgery was a week ago. So, more than a week ago, I had a pinky over there. Um, and then I have three fingers here. You would think that would be my good hand. One day I was doing something, I was carrying something kind of heavy, and I was carrying it with this hand. This is pre-surgery, before my pinky got messed up. This was, like a month ago or so. And Big Daddy said, "Why don't you using your good hand?" And I'm like, this is my good hand. This hand, these fingers are completely numb. They are numb and they feel like they are just scotch tape on them. So I can't really feel what I'm doing. They're hard to work with. You can see today they're like really white. The color will come back in a minute, but that's part of Raynaud's. And I've had several people to mention that they don't know why I lost my fingers. I'm sorry, I don't mention that every video. I just kind of, it's a part of my life, and I just figure people know that. But I do have a lot of new subscribers, and I should enlighten you on what's going on here. So I have Raynaud's. It started in 2013, And obviously, I have a severe case of Raynaud's. I am resistant to all the medications, Viagra, the blood pressure medicines, all the vasodilators, and all that kind of stuff. The nitro cream, all that kind of stuff. We've done all that. We've done Botox. We've done all the conventional things for Raynaud's, and I still lose fingers. So mine is very severe, and it's medication resistant. And I have traveled out of town over the years. I went to specialists in different states and stuff like that, and I'm not doing that anymore because it's a waste of time because they all say the same thing my doctors say here. It's the same exact thing. You just have a severe case of Raynaud's, and it's medication resistant. So traveling to other states is just a waste of time and money. But that's why I've lost fingers. I know several people have asked about that, and I'm sorry. I just forget to say that, in all the videos because I just kind of assume everyone knows. But I have new subscribers, and there's no way for you to know unless you went back and watched older videos. And some of you guys have, and I appreciate that very much. And then also, some people have asked, why do I have a feeding tube? I do have a feeding tube. It's right here in my stomach. Right up under my breast, like in the worst place possible, okay? Just to let you know. I have scleroderma. Well, I was diagnosed with scleroderma, and my esophagus is hardened. Scleroderma hardens your skin. It shrinks, like my mouth is shrinking. It hardens your organs, tissues, and things like that. Okay, so since then, I have been diagnosed with CREST, which scleroderma falls in there. But yeah, so that's why I have a feeding tube, is because my esophagus is hard and it doesn't contract to push food down. Now, I can eat a few things if I take tiny, tiny bites, and it's tiny, tiny things that will go down. Like chicken is not going to go down my esophagus, so I do not try chicken. Chicken doesn't break up like, say for instance, fish. Fish, you chew it and it just crumbles up into tiny little pieces and bits. So sometimes I can get fish down and sometimes I can't. It's just whatever. But there's some things I can get down and a lot of things I cannot, that I don't even try because I know that's not going down. Like steak or pieces of meat like that is not going to go down. No way. And so I do eat some things that I know I can eat, but even sometimes those things won't go down. Okay, so last night I had an instance where I could not even drink tea. My saliva was not even going down. It was just closed off or whatever it does in there. I can't see. So I don't know, but I couldn't even drink tea last night. I couldn't take my night meds because my saliva wasn't even going down my esophagus. So there's no way a pill was going to. So I do deal with a lot of health issues from the new people who are here. And sometimes I share about that because I want to help other people who have the same difficulties, diseases, things going on. I want to help them and encourage them and just let them know how I'm dealing with things so that it might help them. So that's the me in a nutshell, okay? Raynaud's, scleroderma. But anyway, I just felt like I needed to say that for some of my new subscribers who, don't know why I'm losing these fingers. And they're like, where's your fingers? I did take a shower last night. Big Daddy helped me wash my hair. It felt so good, even though he didn't do it like I would do it, of course. He did his best, and that's all I could ask for, right? So he did help me, and I appreciate him very much helping me. Now, I was, I mean, I did tell him thank you and all that, but it's aggravating not to be able to just do it yourself, right? And then, he's washing my hair and he's scrubbing my hair the best that he can. He doesn't have any fingernails. And then I'm like, a little to the left. No, not that far, just a little bit more to the right. And, it's frustrating not to be able to just do it yourself. But he did his best and he helped me tremendously. My hair and head felt a lot better last night being clean. And so, yeah. Okay, so let's get into today's project. I love the way this project turned out. Okay, so this is from the book Crochet Animal Blankets and Blocks. I got this book, someone sent it to me. I had it on my Amazon wish list, thinking that one of my family members would get it for me eventually, but they didn't. And a subscriber saw it on my Amazon wish list and sent this to me. And I love this block. I made the koala one. If you want to see it and you haven't seen it before, you can just you can go to my video page. Has across the top of YouTube, there's like videos, community, playlists, things like that. If you click on videos, and then you can search on there, crochet koala baby blanket, and that will pull up and you can see the baby blanket of the koala that I did. So this time I did the panda. Isn't he cute? I don't want to knock my tea over, so let me move that over to be careful. Isn't he cute? I just love him. He turned out really cute. I love that panda face. I like pandas, so he was really, fun to make. You've probably saw me working on this project when I was doing other videos, like showing this yarn, and I did a hook review while I was crocheting with this yarn. So you've seen bits and pieces of this project, but here it is. And it's just baby blanket size. So on this, I used I believe like a red heart white for the face and a red heart red. And then on the rainbow part, I used Big Twist Living. And I used the rainbow looking one, which is really called Inclusivity or something like that. But it did come from Big Joann's, and it is Big Twist Living is what it's called. This is a number 4 weight yarn. It's 199 yards. And I know some people want the ounces, so it's 3.5 ounces. And so this is a really soft, nice yarn that worked up really, really nicely. It was nice to work with. It really was. And it made a great border for this blanket. The only thing is, I wish, and I've, said this before, this color right here is supposed to be the red, but it's more of a rust color, and I wish it was more red to go in that to make it more, rainbow colors. But it is what it is. And that's the only color that I feel like came out really weird on that, is that rust, which I believe is supposed to represent red. But this particular yarn, this right here, it worked out very interesting because at some spots it would have like a long stretch of yellow or whatever color, and then a short stretch of green, and then it would go back to the yellow for just a minute, and then it would have a little stretch of green, a little blue, tiny bit of green. So you see how the color just changes up. But to me, that makes it more interesting than just to be in green, yellow, blue, purple. the way it cuts back and forth with the different colors, I think it made it a little more interesting to me. And so I liked that. I liked seeing how, a little bitty spot was going to pop up. See, you have like a yellow there. I mean, an orange, a tiny bit of yellow, a tiny bit of orange, and then it goes to the yellow. So I liked that about it. Some that might drive some people crazy, but to me that just kept it more interesting. So I made this baby blanket, and I wanted to do um, a little, stuffy to go with it, an amigurumi, because on the koala bear that I did, I also had a baby koala that went perfect with that blanket. So on this, I decided to make a little panda. So this is my little panda guy that I made. This pattern is from Hobbii, and I will leave that link below in the description box. But I don't know how I feel about him. He was easy to make. He worked out really, nicely and everything. Um, I just don't know how I feel about him. Now, I did add the red bow because I wanted to tie him to this red. And I don't even know if that's the same red now that I look at it. It might be. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I believe it's the same red. I did add the red bow to him because I wanted to tie it to that. After I made him, I was like, oh, you look creepy. And I just felt like he looked a little on the creepy side. So I asked my son Elijah, I said, how does this look to you? And he's like, I guess it looks all right. And I said, does it look creepy? He said, well, it kind of looks like I don't remember if he said the puppet or doll or something in a movie called Saw. Now, I've never seen that movie, but I did look that up to see what he was talking about, and I could see it. I could see it. So in that movie, there's this character, puppet or something, I'm not really sure, that has these big pink cheeks. My son said it's the pink cheeks that makes it look creepy. He does have a little tail there on the back. But anyway, he's cute. He was a free pattern from the Hobbii website. And so I think it did have the pink cheeks on the pattern. I think I only added the red bow. I think that's the only thing I added. But anyway, let me see if I can pull this up. Oh, pull that up so you can see that better. And then here is the teddy bear that goes with it. So anyway, it's a set. And this bear, the blanket bear, does have pink cheeks. And so it is what it is. I'm just glad that I have it finished so that I can share it with you guys. The morning of my surgery, I had it all finished except I didn't have the facial features put on it. So I had to add those, the ears and eyes, nose, and the cheeks. So to tell you a little bit more about this book, The Crochet Animal Blankets, so this is a really cool book. You can either, it shows you to make the panels, and then you can like sew the panels together to make big blankets. I wasn't interested in doing that, so I just made the panel and went around it to make baby blankets. And then as I'm making a baby blanket out of it, I'm trying to create an amigurumi that matches up with it. There are so many cute projects in here. Just to tell you some that's in here is the penguin, the koala, a dog, a panda, pig, monkey, hippo, cat, sheep, sloth, lion, raccoon, cow, unicorn, bunny, fox, and they are all so cute. And then in the back, it tells you some more project ideas where you can make, excuse me, You can make backpacks, storage bags, cushion covers, pillows, or whatever. Some things like that. So it's a great book, and this is by Ira Rott, and this book did come from Amazon. This cow right there is so cute, and the monkey. I mean, they're all just so cute. I don't know which one will be my next. Once I heal up, I will start another one, but I'm not sure. Now, Janine at Butterfly Crochet. I think I got that correct. Um, I just can't remember anything right now. But Butterfly Crochet. I will link her below. She is doing the unicorn one, and it come out really cute. It looks adorable. She's doing a great job on that, and she is going to make a pillow to go with hers. And I think she's making a unicorn also. Matter of fact, she's making the same unicorn that is sitting right behind this camera. From the Crochet Cute Critters book. But anyway, if you want to hop over there and see her unicorn blanket, I will link her channel below. But I love this. I love the idea of making a blanket and an amigurumi that matches it for baby gifts. I don't have anyone immediately to give this to, but I'm just going to clean them real good, make sure that they are, super clean, and go ahead and put them into a tote box. And I will have them when, I need a baby gift or something comes up. So, yeah, one more time, just because I love it so much. This yarn right here, it's really, really a soft yarn. And, this is Red Heart, so it's not quite as soft, but I know that this could be washed and it will soften up to match up with the softness of that. So, yeah, I really like it. I really, really like it. Love how it turned out. It's for my tea. Big Daddy's texting me. He has been wearing a little heart monitor ever since last Tuesday, and he's got to wear it until the 1st. So he's been texting me all morning about it. So they told him that when he has this little spell that he's been having and these things happening to him, to mash the button. That's all the girl said, and she gave him the heart monitor. Okay, so he's been mashing the button. Last night, he said, or was it this morning? This morning, he was getting out of the shower. He said, that light's not blinking on this anymore, so I don't know what's wrong. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, it was a green light blinking, then it was a red light blinking, and now there's no light blinking. I said, I don't know. So he got the box that it came in and took it to work with him so he could read and see what the deal is. Well, it turns out the thing's got to be charged, which the little girl that gave it to him, she probably didn't know. And she didn't really give him any directions. She just said, when you have an episode and you feel that way, to mash the button. Turns out he's been turning it off and on. He's been mashing the wrong button. He's just been mashing the only button that he saw. I guess it's a different button that he's supposed to be mashing. I'm not sure. But so he's been turning it off when he has an episode, and then back on when he has another episode. So it is what it is. So now, starting today, he can do it correctly. So he's still got a few more days until the 1st to do it correctly. So hopefully that turns out all right. I don't know. But anyway, well, I appreciate you guys joining me today. I've enjoyed just sitting here chatting with you, and I want to say welcome to all the new subscribers that I've gotten recently. I appreciate you so very much. I appreciate the ones who have mentioned my channel and sent people over to share love with me. That means a lot to me. It's really just encouraged me and gave me strength to carry on. You just don't know, really and truly. And I appreciate my subscribers that have been here from the get-go or have been here for, a long time or even months past. I appreciate you coming back and returning time after time to watch my silly videos and just encourage me. And yeah. So today, since it is supposed to be Whip Wednesday, if you want to tell me below what project you're working on, um, I'd love to read that and hear all about that and know what you're working on and stuff. Oh, some things that people have mentioned that I wanted to just address. Now that I'm addressing at the end of the video, people probably already left and won't hear. But first off, a lot of people have mentioned that I should get home health. I do qualify for home health, but home health's not going to come to my house. They're not going to come. They'll come one time and then they won't come back. So it's no use in going through the whole process of setting that up. I've had them several times before with different instances, and they will come one time and they will not come back. We do not have a concrete driveway and sidewalk and all that stuff. We are out in the sticks. And when it rains, it is mud. It is mud out here, okay? And so their cars would get stuck if they pull in. We have four-wheel drive, so we know where to drive, where not to drive, and stuff like that. But their little city cars would get stuck, so they have to park out on the road and then walk in mud to get up to my house. And so these little ladies with their little fancy cute shoes do not want to walk in mud. So they're not going to come to my house. And I don't expect them to. And the other thing about the Michaels app, someone said that they knew I had vision issues and that my screen was probably set to like magnify too much or whatever. And I was like, yes, that's it. And I went to my computer and I changed that, and it did not help. Like, I see the search bar on that very first page, but then once I go to the yarn and stuff like that, I can no longer get to that search thing. And so I don't know what the issue is. Now, a lot of people said use your app on your phone and stuff like that. Okay, I don't use my phone for things like that. I only use my computer. I cannot hold my phone. Anything I hold, I drop 10 times while I'm trying to hold it. And that's not an exaggeration. I drop and drop and drop. Remember, this hand is numb. It will not hold on to things. I continually drop things. And even though I have my phones, I always have them in like a protective case with, to protect the screen and all that kind of stuff. If you drop it enough times, one of those times it's going to land just right and bust your screen. That's what I do to every phone. Every phone I have, I end up busting the screen. I have this phone right now. It's a new phone that I recently just got in the last maybe 2 months ago. Yeah, I think about 2 months ago. And so I'm trying to be very careful with that and not drop it as many times because I don't want to bust the screen, because it was a kind of an expensive phone. So, saying all that to say, I don't use my phone like regular people do. I don't carry my phone around in my hands. My phone is usually in the bottom of a bag somewhere. That's just where I leave my phone. And then if I need to pull it out and use it, or text Big Daddy or one of my kids or something, I'll pull it out and have it then. But mostly my phone is in the bottom of a bag somewhere. And so I don't carry it around. Like I said, I don't do social media. I don't do Facebook and things like that. Because I don't want to carry a phone in my hand, for one thing. For one thing, I don't want it to take up my crochet time. That's the honest truth. I would rather crochet than be on Facebook wasting hours. That's just me. But I just don't carry a phone in my hand because I know I'm going to break it if I do. So I don't use my phone like most of you guys do. I don't use it for different apps and stuff like that. Only thing I use my phone for is recording videos for YouTube, um, taking some photos when I get around to it, and also texting with my kids and husband. That's really all I use my phone for. So anyway, I don't have any apps on there or things like that. I try to use my space. I don't put apps and stuff on my phone because I don't want to use up space on it. I want to be able to have space to record YouTube videos. Even though I delete videos after I've recorded them and got them up and stuff, I just need the space. So anyway, just rambling about an explanation why I don't use my phone like you use your phone. um, Main thing is I don't want to break the screen, so I do not carry a phone in my hand. Like I said, this hand is just numb and I can't hold anything with it. And then, of course, this hand is useless at the moment, and I don't know how useful it's going to be once it does heal up. But right now, I tell you what, this little thing hurts really bad. It has just been throbbing, and of course, I keep bumping it. And that just brings tears to my eyes when I bump it because it hurts bad. It does, all those nerves. But even if I bumped it on this end, it would do the same because there's so many nerves under these nubs. It's just so many nerves right there. I do go to the doctor tomorrow to get just for my doctor to look at it. He's not going to take the stitches out tomorrow. He'll just look at it and make sure it's not, getting infected or anything, which it's not. It's not red at all. It looks great. The coloring is great on it. So there's no infection or anything like that. And then I'll probably go back in a week or so and get the stitches out. So, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. But I appreciate you guys watching and just listening to me ramble. I love getting on here and just rambling to you guys and chatting. And I will see you all again very, very soon in the next video. Bye, friends. That tea is delicious.